동포 여러분 안녕하십니까? 한미수교 140주년을 기념하여 한복 패션쇼와 문화기념 공연에 오신 여러분들 진심으로 환영하고 감사드립니다. I am delighted to be your host tonight to celebrate the 140th anniversary of Korea-US diplomatic relations. It gives me great honor to welcome all of you to the Hanbok Fashion Show, highlighting the Korean national dress and accompanying Korean cultural performances at this Museum of Pride, a symbol of cutting-edge technology led by the United States. And my special thanks to go to the prestigious speakers tonight, Congresswoman Marilyn Strickland, Congressman Adam Smith, as virtual be joining, the Secretary of State of Washington Steve Hobbs, and Commander of the First Corps Xavier Brunson. I really appreciate your time and support. They say that wine and friends get better with time, and after 140 years, the friendship between Korea and the US is of the finest vintage. I'm truly honored to serve as the first female Korean Consul General in Seattle in 43 years. When I first arrived in Seattle last March, I began my official duty by offering a silent prayer to the Korean War Memorial in state capital in Olympia. I was taken by the fear and chill of the war, but I could not help bowing my head to the statue where I could feel the solemnity and determination beyond all those feelings. I wondered what would have happened if the United States had not decided to participate in the Korean War, if it were not for the sacrifices of more than 36,000 Americans. Perhaps there would be no miracle of Han River for Korea in the economic development, freedom, and democracy. Perhaps Korea would not have developed into the 10th largest economy, the 7th science and technology, and the number 1 in innovation capability in the world today. As such, our first security alliance gave hope and success to war-torn Korea and its people. Our second economic alliance started with a free trade agreement between Korea and the US in 2012. This year marks the 10th anniversary of the entry into the KORUS, Korea-US FTA, which has expanded trade around 70% and has doubled investment between two countries. As a result of the economic alliance with the US, Korea became one of the world leading economies. There is no greater example than of Busan, my hometown, which was once devastated by the Korean War, now growing into a candidate city for the 2030 World Expo under the theme of transforming our world, navigating forward a better future. Recently, we have moved into a third phase alliance. Just 11 days after my president was sworn in, he and President Biden met in Seoul last May. And they laid out a new vision called the Global Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. Going beyond the security and economy, we are now committed to the technological alliance as well as common response to the global issues like global supply chain, climate change, cybersecurity, Ukraine, and so on. Korea is no longer a recipient country, but a proud friend who can compete and stand alongside you on the world stage. Furthermore, our alliances has already moved forward into a new area we never imagined before, a cultural alliance. On May 31st, world-famous Korean band group BTS was invited to the White House by the President Biden to mark the grand finale of Asian American Pacific Islanders Heritage Month. Young Americans responded enthusiastically to their message, speaking up against Asian hate crime. The Academy Award-winning movie Parasite and Emmy Award drama Squid Game portrayed the realities of Korean life, but people all over the US felt as if those stories were their own. Everyone I met last week talked about BTS going into the military service and wondered where to buy kimbap extraordinary Attorney Woo is eating every day. Thus, our alliance is also becoming a cultural one that enriches the life of our two peoples who share universal values and philosophy. Ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, I would not miss to refer the driving force of our alliances over history, Korean-American community. Starting from only 102 Koreans searching for the American dream in Hawaii in 1903, that small, hopeful community has grown to an incredible population of 2.6 million Korean Americans, including 4 members of the U.S. House of Representatives. I'd like to point out again the first Korean American Congresswoman, Marilyn Strickland, is with us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a famous saying by the author of Little Prince, Saint-Exupéry in French, in Korean, only from the alliance of the one, working with and through the other, are great things born. The U.S. decision to come to the help of Korea during the war and to forge a bilateral alliance is one of the greatest decisions by the United States. It directly led to the creation of Korea's robust economy, strong democracy, and vibrant culture, which represent our shared value of democracy, freedom, human rights, and rule of law. As a Consul General of the Republic of Korea, I will continue to build a bridge among Koreans, Korean Americans, and the Pacific Northwest communities to fulfill the vision of our alliance and look forward to our joint efforts in pursuit of this noble goal. Finally, I invite you all to join us today's fashion show and cultural performances of traditional and contemporary harmony and collaboration. I really hope you take with you your beautiful memories of our enduring friendship and partnership. Thank you so much. 감사합니다.